Here's a success story in how a renter turned into a buyer and found the most cost-effective solution and is ecstatic and happy with the decision. Hello folks, this is my success story video, my favorite kind of videos because I look into the personal situation of the buyers and sellers I work with, and I provide the solutions that work for them at that time, because every deal is a little different, the players are different, the circumstances are different, and you have to customize the solutions. So here's a situation where the client came to me thinking that he wanted a rental. A great credit and personal situation, and very responsible young man, and circumstances were that he needed a rental at this time. And without going into too much details, I probed and probed, asked a lot of questions, and said, well, let's come up with some alternatives. So while we were considering all the rentals, we got him pre-approved, and we got a situation where there were some complications with the pre-approval, but we got him into a situation where he was comfortable and pre-approved for a home that he could buy. So here we are. He's willing to spend $2,800 or $2,900 a month in rent, and well, that is a high number. And while he was going to get into annual contracts, we didn't know what the market was going to be like next year. We didn't know whether he would need to renew for another year. And so instead of spending $2,800 a month on rent for maybe possibly 2 years, we considered all the purchase options, and we snagged this home by making a pretty aggressive offer. But we snagged the home where his monthly outflows are going to be 23 or 24, about 23 and some change. So $2,300 a month, I immediately cut down his monthly expenses by $500. He locked in an interest rate before they went high. We are at 4.35 right now. He was able to lock his interest rate in the threes. This would make for a great rental also. So in future, if he decides to move out, this is the Windsor Ridge neighborhood. The property is on Cavalier Lane. He fell in love with the property the minute he walked through it, and he had to decide, and we literally sent in an offer and said, let us know this evening whether you want to accept it. I had talked to the listing agent. We knew what the sellers were looking for. We pretty much gave the sellers everything that they were looking for, because this was still an incredible deal for my buyers. So now he gets to live in a place he can call his own home. He can rent it out in future if he wants to move into a single family home, or this can be a home for many, many years. It's in a great neighborhood. One of the things he really, really wanted, which we were looking in the rentals, was a community pool and some other play areas for the children. And this one has one. Windsor Ridge has a beautiful pool, clubhouse, and play areas, and it's a really nice neighborhood in Chester Springs. He wanted to be within the Downingtown School District. We were able to do that for him, and what a win. But the most important part about this was that we were able to take his worries away. He was worrying over and over. He was just so anxious in the weeks that we were looking for the home, and the minute we found one, it was under contract. He was happy. So that day when we were texting back and forth, like, what did the seller say? What is the agent saying? This is the text that he sent me, and we were just ecstatic. He is going to be settling soon, and he can't wait to move into his own home. And what a gorgeous home it is, and what a win-win for the sellers and the buyers. Here again, this is a success story that I'm really proud of.